I'm able to hold this off. I do think I warped in some more units. I do not know why these guys are just sitting there. Uh-oh. But my cannons do help, and I do warp in 4 more units right there. All of them are zealots to take care of this. Zealots are really good units. I really like zealots. They have 150 health, which, like, a marine only has 50, 45 even. So 150 health. Marauders. I do think zealots can beat 100 zealots can beat, I think, 100 marauders. But maybe something like that. I do have these guys out here waiting for him to attack. I do have my observer seeing how big of an army size he has. But look at my army compared to his army. Doesn't completely match up, so I don't think I'm going to attack. I do have a lone probe sitting there. And I do think I noticed that they're just sitting there, so I clicked it, and then I set my rally point to the minerals for my nexus. Yeah, when I transfer probes, I think I noticed that. When I transfer probes, I think I noticed that those guys are there. So, let's see. What's he got going on? He is building a second starport, and he has banshees. Oh, his banshees are in my base, cloaked up, and they have destroyed my pylon. So I do highlight my observer and phoenixes, but my observer is too darn slow, which made me have to put all of my probes off of the line. And I was going for colossi, but I do make a couple, but then they just get demolished by the banshees because the colossi cannot attack air. So I just stopped making it altogether. And then after that happened, I just go pylon crazy. All of these buildings are powered by 3 pylons because he wasn't even aiming for my actual gates. He was just aiming for my pylon, so I couldn't do anything about it. But yeah, his expansion is still not fully saturated. Well, mine is. So that's kind of weird. He's doing a very bad job with his SCV production. Oh God, look at all of those banshees. And my observer is still there waiting to just spotting his army. And he does not have that big of a ground army. So I could actually kind of get a little bit more stalkers to take out the banshees and then go in and try to destroy him. Sorry. Just had some soup. I think. I'm not sure. You don't even know what you had? I can't talk, so I do think I should be starting on my 3rd expansion fairly soon. He has scanned here to see if I have gotten on my 3rd. And then he actually went and started building his 3rd on the high yield. So I do move my observer into the steam vents. And let's see what I've seen of him. I have seen everything of him. Yeah, what's he seen of me? Let's see. Dante. Yeah, Dante has seen actually quite a bit of me. But he still does not know I have this expansion. Wow. I thought he knew that he does scan here and see I'm chrono boosting out a Phoenix. A lot of people don't know that you could actually see the shape of what you're building in the middle of your starport. So they could actually pinpoint what you're building. But I don't think he actually did that because he doesn't go for Vikings until late game. He does send in tons of cloak banshees, taking out a pylon. Where are my Phoenix? My Phoenix go. My slow observer is trying to catch up. I accidentally misclicked some probes. That mass load of banshees. That's my last pylon. Oh, all my buildings for reinforcements are unpowered. I do have 1 Colossus. But the observer is just so slow, it can't keep up. He's heading, he's gonna see my expansion. No. I have to pull my probes off the line, but my observer finally catches up and my Phoenix are able to decimate them. I No, he does retreat with his remaining banshees. So, very good on his part. Let's check let's check a thingy. Check our units. So I do have a lot more probes than him. I have 2 observers, he has 4 marauders, he has 5 banshees when I only have 4 phoenix. But phoenix overpower banshees without cloak any day of the week. He only has 12 marines and 2 siege tanks. So where is my army is attacking. And this attack is going to be reinforced from Phoenix. But his banshees do go into cloak. So my Phoenix aren't really doing anything here. And my units are just banshee food right now. Oh, I do misclick some probes. And my probes try to attack the marines. That was funny. My Phoenix do catch the banshees. But I do find out that my Phoenix are actually getting softened up a little bit. So they pick off the Banshee and then they run away to help. I am getting my 3rd expansion, by the way. I should be producing some probes on it soon. I do have my 4 gateways, robotics starport, and robotics bay. But Colossus against air is it. I recommend Colossus a lot, but if your enemy's going for a heavy air build, definitely don't get Colossus. But if they're going for a heavy ground build, 100% get Colossus. Because Colossus with +1 attack even decimate anything. Oh my god, Colossus with +1 attack are amazing. And I do start producing tons of probes. Look how much hotkeys I'm using. This is actually good for me. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hotkeys. Well, my opponent over here is using none. So, hotkeys are good. Enough said. And, yeah, I do have a 3rd expansion. I do believe not yet. But this game is like 40 minutes long. So, I might actually have to break this game up into 3 parts. But right here, I'm like, oh, that's what can see detection really easily. So then I start throwing down a whole bunch of photon cannons that can detect the air and shoot it in the same process. Do have a Phoenix chilling down here, and I do believe I start producing some void rays fairly soon. I do have my 2 observers. This observer should actually be back home with my Phoenix, but they're not. I don't have that much minerals left. I'm only mining from 2 mineral patches. Both of them only at like 60 minerals. And these 2 gas, I don't know why I'm not mining from this gas. I'm kind of gas hungry right now. My bad. My bad for everything. This expansion is almost fully saturated. This one is not completely fully saturated. Neither is this one. He really has to keep up with his SCV production, because he is way over his minerals. He has way too much minerals. But look at all of those banshees. But he does bring in some banshees right here, which I quickly click all of my Phoenix to come here and try to take out as much banshees as possible. And ooh, he does not go far enough to see my expansion. He does only think I am on 1 base. He only thinks I'm on 2 base now, but do you think I bring my observer back? Let's check. Can't do my hotkey. There. No. Where'd my other observer go? I don't know. But right here, I do seem to go for a little attack myself, but I just get exploded from his ground army. My macro was not too good this game. As you can see, I could still be producing more units from my warp gates right now, but I am. A thing that would have helped me a lot in this game, now that I think about it, is he has like none detection. He has almost none detection. So if I could have got Twilight Council and maybe get some Dark Templar out, and maybe had a proxy pylon up here, I could just warp in tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of Dark Templar just to attack his mineral line. And he won't know what's happening, and he'll have to use all his energy on scans.